listening to the LOZ Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of the LOZ Podcast Network. My name's Ken Lawler. I'm your host. And you might be watching us in the LOZ app, or you might be listening to us on KRMS radio on our Saturday show from 10 to 11 a.m. But either way you decide to join us, we love having you here, and we're always looking for new and exciting people to talk to. And we have somebody today that we talk to, I don't know, about every month or two, Dr. Brittney Bennett, and she's with the Lion Living Collective. Hello, Dr. Brittney. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Well, you know what? We're going into 2026 with a whole new attitude, right? I mean, this happens every year. New year, new me, okay? I want to be healthier. I want to be happier in 2026. And you've got some interesting ways and some great ways to help people who are ready for a healthier and more enjoyable 2026, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Let's talk a little bit
excited
about
to get it rolling.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about, some of the different modalities that you want to get into. Give us an idea of what that is. What is a modality? What are you looking for in that? And how do you explain that to us, the layman people out here?
Okay. So to start things off, I'm a chiropractor. And we've kind of talked about this in some of my other podcasts that we've done is, for the most part, adjustments they work really well. I get people in, they only come back every once in a while, but you still get people whose nervous systems are just so overloaded. They're tired, they're exhausted, they're stuck in what we call fight or flight mode, high stress. And so the adjustments maybe help for a few days, and then they're coming back and they're like, man, they're just not holding. And what can I do? And there's so many things that we can do, but I just was like, I'm sick of hearing this. So let's start addressing the nervous system more, or supporting the nervous system a little bit more along with the adjustments so we can help the adjustments actually hold and function better. Bodies can't stay in a healing state long enough to respond when we have super high stress or inflammation that's attacking the nervous system. So we are bringing in some modalities, all sorts of different therapies, modalities that just help essentially do that, help the nervous system calm down, regulate, and then hopefully function better so that our bodies can work optimally.
So you're working more like you look like a trainer. So we come in, we do our work, and then we go home. We have a little homework. You're working on stuff, but these modalities are things that are going to help us after the initial treatment with you. It's going to help prolong that experience and keep our body healing after the fact, right?
Correct. Yeah, and hopefully, the goal is to make it so that our adjustments are holding a lot better. And then just obviously, all these modalities have all sorts of benefits. And we're going to post everything on our Facebook page in more detail. So today's going to be just a brief overview of everything. So if you want all the details, our Facebook page is going to be the way to go. Do you just want me to start kind of talking about those?
Yeah, go ahead and go through those.
Okay. So the first one that we'll do for everybody, no matter what you're doing, I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it. It's a big craze right now, but these vibration plates. And the key with these is to wake up the body. So then when we do deeper therapies, it wakes the body up. So then those can actually go in and do their job. So the vibration plate is going to get the blood flow moving. So improve circulation. It's going to get the lymphatic system opened up and moving. And we kind of had joked and talked about earlier, everybody's lymphatic systems these days are just bogged down, clogged up. They're just not moving.
And that's something that you're, normally when you're going to get adjusted and you're getting treatments, you're trying to open up that lymphatic system, right? You're trying to get it to drain properly. You're trying to get the gunk out of your body. That's something that is truly what benefits your body in long term, right?
Mm-hmm. For sure. And this is going to prepare the nervous system for all the other therapies. So there's that. And then what I'm super excited about is going to be near infrared light therapy, or NIR therapy. This is a very deep penetrating light that stimulates at the mitochondrial energy level, so cellular level. So supporting tissue healing, inflammation reduction, muscle recovery, really good for chronic joint issues or connective tissue issues. A lot of people use it for cosmetic stuff too, like skin stuff. That's not going to be really our goal. Ours is going to be more the chronic pain and that route.
And this is the red light. You kind of see red light therapy. Is that kind of similar to what that's
yes,
what's going
but
on
it's going to be like a full panel. So it's going to cover your entire body. And it's going to be really close to you. So like I already have like some red light tools, but they're very small and we can only target like specific areas like your wrist but this is going to be more of a full body therapy, which is going to be so nice. I had so many people who are like, I just wish I could get in a tanning bed that had these. It's going to be kind of similar to that, but not quite.
That's not a bad idea. You know, I mean, you think about it, like just go roll in there and you got the red light everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. And then we also got a, it's called PEMF. So pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. So this is a mat that you lay on and you just lay there. You're not really going to feel much. It's going to be nice and relaxing. It's going to be warm and it's going to use low frequency electromagnetic pulses to, pretty much help the cells recharge and balance deep inside of us. So aid in recovery from like stress and injuries. Really good for pain and healing at a deep level.
You guys are really getting into a lot of, what's interesting is, I think traditionally you think you go to your chiropractor, you get cracked, maybe you get, some of the lymphatic stuff opened up, but you guys are really on the forefront of all of the technology that's going on out there, right? And it's just exploding, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's getting really, really common and popular, and a lot of people are getting them in their homes. But the thing is, like, you do still have to be careful with a lot of these things. Like, we're going to set up, certain packages that are going to be safe and they're going to be very intentional. Like, there's some therapies that you can't do in the same day together. It would just be too overwhelming for the nervous system. And so having that knowledge so that we can educate and help our patients is so much more beneficial than I hate to see too many of these modalities going home, because there can be some aspects of it that can be a little bit tricky. And so having people who know what they're doing with it, helping you through the process, is going to be so much better and easier. Takes the stress off of you having to.
Yeah, leave it to a professional. Yourself. Don't fall asleep in the red light, But don't fall asleep in the electromagnetic and become a magnet. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to keep you safe.
Yeah, exactly right. And then, so then we also have some far infrared crystal biomats. Again, these are just using heated mats with far infrared waves. And these different waves all kind of tap into different parts of the body and kind of do a little bit different things. And that's why sometimes we do multiple together, so then we can tap into multiple parts of the body. And it also has natural crystals. And this is just going to really help with deep relaxation, grounding, improve circulation, really calms the nervous system. This is a really good one for just tension reduction, stress, so really good therapy for that. And then RIFE frequency, so RIFE. So this uses frequencies that you're just going to put on your wrist. It's very simple. And you can even sit on the biomat, I think, while you do it. And then it just helps open up the detox pathways. And it helps with energetic and frequency regulation. So balancing of all that. And there's all sorts of different things.
And I can get a foot bath with that. I'm just reading down your list. I can get a foot bath therapy while all this is happening. This sounds like a spa.
Yeah, you could get an ionic foot bath while getting the right frequency done. Like I said, there's so many things that we can kind of pair together safely. So yes, and so yeah, we can talk about that one too. So the ionic foot bath is a very gentle detox supportive modality. So essentially these detox modalities are just supporting what's already there. You already have a detox system in your body. This is just going to help support it so that it actually can happen the way it's supposed to naturally. So it's just going to kind of help pull those toxins out of through your feet with ionized foot baths. Helps. This is really good for obviously detoxing and then just reducing inflammation big time. And inflammation is the issue.
That's the enemy, isn't it? Inflammation is the enemy. And I
It
hear
is
that
so
so
big.
much. It's crazy how we've come around in the last couple of years with an understanding inflammation and and what that's doing to the body. And it's just, it seems like every single thing I see coming out is just attacking inflammation. And I think it's great that we found that out and we have ways to deal with it.
Yeah, for sure. And then one last one. It's called Brain Tap, and it uses sound and light waves to reduce a very deep relaxation state. I call it meditation for dummies, but it's more than that.
Sounds
But
perfect for me.
essentially, it just helps kind of elicit a meditation type state without actually meditating, which is really nice. If you sleep during it, great. If you don't sleep, it's fine too.
And I know you got like several packages that you're putting out with that kind of combine a lot of these things. People can find that on your website. They can go there. The easiest way to find the Aligned Living Collective is to go in the LOZ app and look under Health and Wellness. They hit your button and they're going to your website and they're calling you for appointments and they're making all the things they need to do to make sure that 2026 is the healthiest year ever. And Dr. Brittney Bennett is committed to making sure your 2026 is healthy, aren't you?
Yes, that's our goal this year.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on the show. And guys, get over to Aligned Living Collective, go see Dr. Brittney and make sure that she can help you with all these different modalities. I mean, this sounds to me like something that everybody needs to at least explore. It's some really cool stuff. You're on the forefront of all the technology that's going on out there. And then you brought it to the lake, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Don't hesitate to call.
All right, guys, thank you very much. And we will be right back after these messages.